Hey, Larry Rivera here, my good friend and business partner.
Jamie Pelias.
Today, we're going to talk about focus, because focus is a very important thing. And sometimes you're either focusing on too much or you're not focusing on enough.
Right.
And there's a fine balance.
Or you're focusing on the completely wrong things. That's not good.
No. So, in order to have good focus, you actually have to know what it is exactly you're trying to accomplish first. If you don't know what you're trying to accomplish, your focusing isn't going to work right.
And you'll probably look like this, just zigzagging around. This is bad.
Another point that we want to address is, you can focus on 100 different things all at once. You can.
You can definitely try.
But every time you take your focus and you split off and you try to focus, so for example, let me give you an example. You're writing ad copy, right? Then the phone rings, right? So you pick
phone
up.
always rings when you're writing ad copy.
Right. You get the phone and then you're talking to one of your buddies or somebody in your business and they're like, hey, did you see that thing on Facebook? And you're like, well, no, I didn't see that thing on Facebook. So you go look on Facebook to see that thing that your friend wanted to see. And then while you're on Facebook,
you see something else.
You just happen to see something else and you click that link.
And then you notice you have some messages. So then you feel compelled to check the messages and then answer the messages.
So then what happens is you get done all of that, right? You get done all of it, and then you go back working on, we were talking about ad copy.
Right.
You go back, you're working on your ad copy, you're typing away, you're figuring stuff out. And then, then you're like, well, I don't know. I don't know what to think. So you do some research on Google, right? And while you're researching on Google, you just happen to see some weird ad that just totally catches your eye, and you click that link. And then you come to a page with a whole bunch of ad copy. And in the back of your mind, you're thinking, well, maybe if I can see if this is good ad copy, I can model some things, apply it to my system or my ad copy. And then the phone rings again, right? Before you know it, 5 hours went by, you got one paragraph on this ad copy that you were working on, your head hurts, and you didn't get anywhere. But you were focused every second you were doing something. So what I'm talking about as being good focus is you have to be disciplined in your focus. If you're setting time aside to work on your business, right, and you know what task you're trying to do, you turn off your phone.
Turn off Facebook.
Or, maybe you're like
turn
me.
off your emails.
I have to have my cell phone all the time because my daughters go to school and if the nurse calls or something happens and there's an emergency, I need to pick up the phone. So there's like 1 or 2 numbers that I see that show up on my caller ID that I'm willing to pick up the phone for.
Right, that's okay. Put it on silent, you'll hear the buzz, you look, if it's important, to take it, obviously. We're not saying, ignore your children or anything like that.
But you have to really get good at creating focus in your business. If you're writing ad copy, you focus on writing ad copy. If you're blogging, you focus on blogging. If you're making videos, you focus on making videos. I'm really guilty of this. I'll start making a video, and then I'll stop in the middle of making my video, and I'll go eat lunch, and then I'll come back, and then I'll work out, and then I'll come back and I'll do some syndicating and blog work, and then I'll do this, and then I'll do that, and then I'll go, hey Jamie, I gotta really get this video done. 3 days later, right? 3 days later, the video's still sitting in my editing section, and I had good intentions, and then one thing went to another, and then I forgot all about the thing I was supposed to be doing.
Right.
That's happened to me a few times. So what I try to do to eliminate these things is when I first get up, I put into my mind, I'm getting this done, I'm getting this done, I'm getting this done, I'm getting this done. There's a checklist, check. And I don't do anything else until I accomplish those tasks for the day. I find that that's really a good way for me to keep focused.
Yeah, that's a good way for me too. Like usually the night before I kind of go, okay, what are the most important things for me to finish up tomorrow? So I'm not sitting there thinking of a bazillion things that I need to do. I already know what they are, and then I can go to sleep and relax and get a good night's rest and get up in the morning and know exactly what I need to get done.
Right. So, so today's vlog video challenge tip thingamabobber is focusing on what you're trying to accomplish can either help you or it can hurt you. Because like I said, you can focus on many things at once, but every time you take your focus and you focus somewhere else, a little by little, you're further away from where you want to be.
Absolutely.
So, if you're in a deal, right, you're doing stuff in a deal, don't look at other deals, right? That's a focus killer right there.
Oh yeah.
You're gung-ho about your business.
There's like a bazillion different things that come out every day, and there's going to be like hundreds of people on your Facebook like, hey, this is the new best thing, and no, check this out, and my product's way cooler than yours, and da-da. You just can't focus on all that junk.
Right, and then one of your marketing buddies calls you up and they're like, hey, did you see this new thing that came out with this incredible, crazy, insane cycler, 2x25 million, pass the buck around and all kinds of crazy stuff, right?
My head's hurting just thinking about it.
And so you're like, and you want to be a good friend, so you're like, well, I was trying to, better my life and better my family's life, but since you called me up, I'm going to take the time out to look at what you're trying to show me because it has to be that important. And then you go look at what that thing you're looking at, and then another marketing buddy that you have is like, look, man, that stuff is BS. What I got here is the triple-decker cycler. This is 10 times better than the double-decker cycler because the triple-decker cycler is way better. And dude, it's like money falls out of the sky. Woo, you're rich, and dude, your family's set for life. And so now you have this deal that you thought were really cool, but since you don't have a super-duper decker cycler, you're like, well, this ain't so cool. So what do I do
My
now?
stuff sucks. Maybe I need to go over here.
Turn the phone off. I got news for you. All the deals are the same. Right? You know what changes in a deal? The person. So if you ain't making sales, it's not because of your deal, it's because of you. So don't look at another deal, think that deal's going to fix this deal, because this deal's just as good as that deal. And other deals can make that, so you just don't do
We've
it.
met people that have jumped from company to company to company to company to company to company to company, thinking that somehow they're going to make some money because of the company and their new badass product and their new badass comp plan, and they still make nothing. Why? Because they're broken.
And one more point I want to do about focus, right? The first thing you should focus on, the most important thing you should focus on is, do you really want to be an entrepreneur? Now, I want to save you
That's
a world of
really,
aggravation.
really good thing to ask yourself.
If you want to be an entrepreneur, then you need to focus on being an entrepreneur. If in 6 months, 5 years, 7 years, you decide, hey, I don't want to be an entrepreneur, you never wanted to be one to begin with. Why you wasted 5 years?
Pretty much.
You either are,
Well, it goes back to
or you
doing
are not.
what you love, what you really enjoy. What's the purpose of you being in a business just to make some money? You could just go get a job and make some money.
Get a J-O-B!
Some people are meant for jobs. Some people are meant to be entrepreneurs.
Right? Get in that rush hour traffic, start beeping that horn. Get out my way! I'm gonna be late!
You gotta know what you love to do, and that's what you need to go find, whether it's in a job or a business.
So, you need to focus on the finger.
Focus on you.
Focus on you, I mean. Because if you focus on the finger, I'm not gonna get you very far. But
I
anyway,
don't think so.
the point here of what we're trying to say in this conversation with you, right, is just this. If you are not getting to where you want to be and it feels like you're going in a circle, it's because you're not focused
Like a
on
dog
just getting
chasing
stuff
its
done.
tail. Have you ever seen a dog do that? Ooh.
Yeah, they're not. So,
Okay.
so you really need to turn off the noise, turn off the phone, turn off the TV, turn off the music, right? Put the Doritos away, right?
Well, hold up. I don't know about the music.
Hold on, let me finish. Wait.
Okay, because the music helps me focus when I'm writing. Just depends.
That's just when you're writing. There's all kinds of things you can focus on.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is turn everything off. Sit in a quiet room, all by your lonesome, and answer the first question. Because if you answer the first question, which is, am I really going to be an entrepreneur? You need to know in your heart. Don't try to be an entrepreneur.
Be.
Right? Don't sit there and go, I'm going to give this a roll because I might be able to make some cash. Dude, you have to know innately that you know that working for somebody is out.
You have to know that you're psychologically unemployable. Like, okay, if the idea of going to get a job makes you want to go cry in the corner, you're probably an entrepreneur.
Right, because, see, in another side of entrepreneurs, we're talking about focus, and now we're talking about something that kind of has to do with focus, but not really, because we have ADD, and most entrepreneurs have ADD. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, whether you've been physically diagnosed or not, whether it's a little bit or a lot, it's all the same.
So like we got these videos, we're like in our 60s somewheres, and we're almost done this vlog challenge, and when we're done the vlog challenge, we'll actually have some time after the challenge to sit back and slow down our video production and really churn out some beefy content. But due to the fact that this is a video vlog challenge, you may or may have not got value out of this video. I just don't know.
I think they did.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Especially that dude right there in the red shirt. That one.
the dude with the bald spot?
That guy. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
his shirt don't look that good. I
Why
should
are you
talk.
picking on him?
My shirt's never look. Yeah, you're right. Like, nah, you walk around. I'm not a bum. Look, I got a house.
Dude.
I shower.
I pick on him all the time. Some days he looks like he's homeless. I just don't know.
I'm the homeless. Anyways,
We're
men,
going off on the tangent
women,
again.
little small children, furry animals. We'll talk to you guys soon.
See you tomorrow.
Peace.